ranking all the Disney Pixar films. Let's get it. Starting with the Cars franchise. Number 3, beautiful. I give that a 9 out of 10. You goddamn right. Number 2, I give it a 5. It wasn't that bad, but it wasn't that good either. Number 1, that's a 9. Ain't even gonna hold you. A Bug's Life wasn't really one of my favorite movies, especially not one of my favorite Pixar films. I think it's a solid 7. The Good Dinosaur was not that bad, actually. I'd give it a solid 6. Onward was a pretty interesting movie. Very fun. I love the world, love the dynamic, I love the characters, love the world building. I'd give it a 7.5. The Toy Story franchise. Number 1, a classic. That's a 10 out of 10 film. Number 2, a classic. A 10 out of 10 film. Number 3, a 9.5 out of 10 film. Number 4, solid 7. I ain't gonna hold you. I only watched number 4 just to say that I watched it. I literally only watched it once. The rest I watched more than once. Luca. Really fun movie. I loved it. I give it a solid 8. Turning Red was not that bad as everybody says it is. I'd also give it a solid 8. I never met nobody like you. Wall-E. This is a solid 6 movie, bro. A solid 6, bro. Look, little mini rant. When are we gonna come together as people and finally understand that Wall-E is not a good film? I'm sorry, bro. Like dead ass. Like Wall-E. Wall-E's cool, but it's not top tier or anything. I was high key bored throughout like most of this movie, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. This movie is boring for like the first like 45 minutes. Lightyear. God knows I've done so many videos on this movie. First of all, the only reason that it got a low score or a low rating is literally because there was LGBTQ representation up in the movie. And it wasn't even that bad to begin with. This was a solid film. I would have liked if they had like little cameos to the other Toy Story characters, but other than that, I'd give it a solid 7.5. I bump it to an 8. Finding Nemo, this is a 9 out of 10 film. Finding Dory, 8.5. Inside Out, it was cool and all, but I don't think it's like really top tier or anything. I'd give it a solid 7. The Incredibles franchise, 1 and 2 are 10 out of 10 films. I'm not, you can argue with your mama, not me. Brave is a 9 out of 10 film. That's what it is. From Merida wanting to be her own like person in a male dominated like world that she lives in, and she wanted to become a strong, uplifting, powerful female for and a role model for girls, that alone makes it a 9 out of 10 film. And then making amends with her mother, I mean, come on now. Their whole relationship like revolves around her rebelling against her and her mother wanting her to fall in line of being the quote unquote like typical woman, you know what I mean? Monsters Inc. This right here is a 9 out of 10 film. Monster University, solid 8. This is a 10 out of 10 film right here. Like nothing more, nothing less. Again, 10 out of 10 film, nothing more, nothing less. Again, 10 out of 10 film, nothing more, nothing less. This is my favorite animated movie of all time. You damn right I'm gonna be biased. This is a 10 out of 10 film. Okay. My videos make your day. I'm gonna let you in on something. I've been having a pretty shitty past couple of days. That's why the content's been like kind of spaced out. But this comment right here, man, that kind of made my day. I do appreciate that. But let's get it. Ranking all the PBS Kids show. PBS Kids had too many bangers, so this is gonna be split up into parts. Starting off with Arthur. My guy Arthur, that's S. Nothing more, nothing less. Every day when you're walking down the street. I ain't gonna hold you. I wasn't that big of a Barney fan when I was a kid. So personally, I give it a B. Bob the Builder, I was a huge fan of when I was a kid. This is S easily. The Electric Company, I love the Electric Company. This is automatic S. The Magic School Bus, again, I was heavily into the books and the TV show. S. Not gonna lie, I wasn't really a big fan of Mr. Rogers. Not that I hated the show or that I didn't like it. I just never really watched it like that as much as I did. But I'm not gonna deny the importance that it had on kids and how much of an OG it is on PBS Kids. So for that, I give it an A. Reading Rainbow, I watched heavily. I get an S, period. Take a look, it's in our book, a Reading Rainbow. Sesame Street is an automatic S. If you got Sesame Street anything lower than S, you gotta explain why. I was a Cookie Monster fan myself. I don't know about y'all. Word Girls are automatic. Yes, I used to watch this all the time when I was a kid. If you were a fan of the books like I was, Angelina Ballerina was your ish, bro. The show and the books I loved heavily. This is an S. The Bernstein Bears, again, if you like the books as much as I did and you like the show as much as I did, this is automatic S, nothing more, nothing less. Somewhere deep in Bear Country lives the Bernstein Bears family. Hold on. Mama, papa, sister, and brother, they'll always be there for each other. Between the Lions, that is an amazing show. I give it an S. Every single one of these puppets were top tier, I'm not gonna lie. Big Cuffy Cows, what y'all know about that? I used to watch this heavily. This is also an S. Listen. When Bill Nye the Science Guy came on TV, when Bill Nye the Science Guy used to play in school, this was lit, bro. This man made learning fun. And it's part of the reason why I love to learn. If y'all don't know, but I'm going to school to become a teacher. And it's partially because of this man right here, I'm not gonna lie. This man taught me that inertia is the property of matter. I mean, come on now, dude. S automatically. Bill. The Cat in the Hat knows a lot about that. Bro, listen. As a big Dr. Seuss fan, this being one of my favorite books, of course my favorite being The Grinch, this show was dope. And it brought the book to life, and I love that. S. Bro, Clifford the Big Red Dog and Clifford's Puppy Days were both top tier. Those are both S's. Curious George holds a special place in my heart, primarily because he was the very first cartoon I ever saw when I was a kid, and he is the reason why I'm thoroughly into cartoons today. So he's always gonna have some love where we're at the King of Cartoons area. He is an S just off rip. Ranking all the PBS kid shows. Part 2. Starting off with Cyber Chase. Come on now, son. Cyber Chase. Cyber Chase, we're moving. We're beating Hacker at his game. This is an S off rip. Or Corduroy? What you know about Corduroy? I love your books. As a show, I give it a B though. Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood. Come on now. Ever, just like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, wasn't really that into this. Personally, I'll give it a B. Dinosaur Train is an automatic S. If you got Dinosaur Train and anything other than an S, you gotta explain why. This shit was elite. This shit was gas. Dragon Tales is also an S. If you got Dragon Tales or anything other than an S, you gotta explain why. Well, elite. JJ the Jet Plane ain't even gonna hold you. I wasn't really that too into this show. And to be honest, these character designs kind of freaked me out a little bit. And to me, it wasn't really that interesting, so I'm gonna give it a C. Kipper wasn't really that interesting to me either, but I watched it more than I watched JJ the Jet Plane, so I give it a B. Liberty's Kids, bro. What y'all know about Liberty's Kids? Shit is an S. Now, I was a real big history buff. I love history, so like something like this was amazing. Martha Speaks. Come on now, son. But I also give Martha Speaks a B. To me, it wasn't that bad, but it wasn't that good either. Maya Miguel is an S. If you got anything, if you got Maya Miguel and anything other than an S, you have to explain why. Like instantly off rip. Postcards from Buster is a B. It wasn't as great as Arthur, but I still enjoyed this heavily. I'm hearing a lot of Postcards from Buster slander on this app. We're gonna stop that right now. Fetch with Rub Ruffman is an S. Again, if you have this show and anything other than an S, you gotta explain why. Y'all don't know nothing about this, bro, at all. Sagwa, A off rip. A off rip, bro. To the Science Kid is also an A. It was getting lit, bro. They made my childhood lit with this show, bro. Superwise an S. Like I said, this is one of those shows where if you don't have it in S, you have to explain freaking why. Get it? Wild Kratts is an S. Easily. Off rip. If you have, come on now. It's the Krat Brothers. And they're on TikTok too, bro. Y'all are amazing. Again, Zaboomafoo is a freaking S. Come on now. So I freaking love this. This is actually, aside from Dragon Tales and Curious George, this is in my top 3 favorites PBS kid shows all time. Oh, bet! Ranking all the Nicktoons. Part 1. Nickelodeon had a plethora of amazing Nicktoons, so yeah, we're gonna do this in parts. Starting off with Sponge Goat himself. This is an S, nothing more, nothing less. Oh, but decide the new season. Shut up. No, like legit shut up and be a goofy goober. Loud House is also an S. Easily one of the most profitable and popular things to come out of Nickelodeon. S, nothing more, nothing less. Its Pony's pretty cool. From the episodes that I've seen, it's pretty nice. I give it a B. Now, as far as Camp Coral goes, it's not as bad as everybody says it is. Like, it's really not. Matter of fact, like 90% of y'all didn't even watch this show. Y'all just don't like it because it's a spinoff. If you actually watched it, it's B. The Patrick Star Show sucks. That's trash. The middlemost post, when I actually like sat down and watched a couple episodes, this is a really, really good show. It's not like top tier or anything, but like it's a very entertaining show that like you wouldn't turn from if you ran across it on TV. I give it a B. The Rugrats is S. Come on now. Star Trek Prodigy. If you guys have not checked out this show, please go out and watch this show, bro. It's really good. I give it an S. Big Nate is just like the books. It's literally like just like the childhood books. And if you was a big fan of the books like I was, then you already know how great the show is. But alas, I still give it a B. Monster High, I was never really that big into Monster High, like the whole Mattel dolls and shit like that. But the show is actually pretty cool. I give it an A. Transformers Earthspark, you guys need to check this show out. This show is freaking gas and it's freaking lit. I give it an A. Doug is trash. Simple as that. I was never really a big fan of Ren and Stimpy, which is why I give it a C. Because like, first of all, it was hardly funny, and the crude humor of it all, I mean, this needed to be an adult cartoon, not a Nickelodeon. Rocko's Modern Life is S. Nothing more, nothing less. Rocko's Modern Life. Real Monsters is also an S. From the great mind of Arlene Klasky, the woman that gave us Rugrats. Hey Arnold is also an S. If you have Hey Arnold and anything other than S, you have to explain why. Matter of fact, you're wrong. Kablam is also an S. Come on, Action League now, bro? Come on now, son. Angry Beavers is an A. This show, you know, it's up there in 90s Nickelodeon, but like, I don't know, like compared to all the other shows that they had in the 90s, it wasn't, I wouldn't put it S, but I put it A though. It was still top tier. Cat Dog is S. Nothing more, nothing less. If you have Cat Dog and anything S, you're wrong. Oh yeah, Cartoon. If we never got Oh Yeah Cartoons, we would have never got Fairly Odd Parents or Chalk Zone. Come on now. Or My Life as a Teenage Robot. Yeah, S. Wild Thornberrys is an S automatically. Like, come on now. Fairly Odd Parents is an S. We decided the new season. Shut up. Dead S. Rocket Power is also an S. I really do love this show. Actually, I put it down to an A because like I never really like watched it as much as I did all the other Nickelodeon shows, but it was still top tier. As Told by Ginger is S. If you guys never seen the show, watch it. Because all the theme song alone is S. Invader Zim, S, bro. Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network hardly ever freaking missed. Chalk Zone, S. Jimmy Neutron, S. All Grown Up, S. My Life as a Teenage Robot, also an S. Danny Phantom, S. And Avatar, S+++. Ranking all the Nicktoons, Part 2. I realized in the first part, the caption said Part 2, so just don't look at it, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of dyslexic for real. The Casa Grandes, I easily will get this an S. I put it up there with the Loud House. It's really cool, and I love the big family dynamic. Welcome to the Wind is an A, though. I do enjoy the story and the characters, and the setting is really cool. Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is an S, nothing more, nothing less. Cat Scratch, who remembers Cat Scratch, bro? This is easily an S. Now, Wayside, on the other hand, bro, if y'all remember Wayside, you're an OG, bro. This is an S tier show. I have no idea what Pig Go Banana Creek was supposed to be, so I'm gonna give it trash. It's trash. Harvey Beaks is S. The way they define and describe their childhood in this show is really cool, and I loved it. I wish it would have lasted longer. Breadwinners is C. The only reason why it's not trash is because I did rewatch it, and upon rewatching it, it's still trash, but it made me laugh a couple times, so, you know. Sanjay and Craig, again, is also a C. Yeah, like I said, I rewatched it. It's still trash, but it made me laugh a couple times, not gonna lie. Dude, Remington Tough Lips, bro, like that right there alone, that's my favorite character. That's the part that made me laugh all the time. Kung Fu Panda Legends of Awesomeness is an S. Monsters vs. Aliens is A. The 2012 Ninja Turtles, this is easily an S. Like, this take on Ninja Turtles is so freaking elite. Robot Monster I give a B to. It wasn't really that bad, but it's a pretty fun, feel-good show. The Legend of Korra, it's weird because at times it's an S tier show, but then on the other times it's a B tier show. Like, it has qualities that make it S, but it has qualities that make it mid. You know what I mean? I say 8.5 to 9. That's like the middle point. Tough Puppy's easily an S. The show is amazing. Fanboy and Chum Chum is one of those shows where, like, if I ran across it on TV, I wouldn't turn from it. It's still trash. I give it a C, just because, I mean, like, it is pretty entertaining, but it's not a show that I would actually, like, surf the new episodes for. Then they get Janitor Poopatine, boop. Things of Madagascar is S, nothing more, nothing less. The Mighty B is a B. I give it a B. It's pretty cool, and it was funny as well. And Amy Poehler, I mean, an SNL alumni, I mean, she's hilarious. So her lending her voice in this show as Bessie Higginbottom was amazing. Back of the Barnyard is easily an S. Like, come on now. If you got Back of the Barnyard and anything other than S, you gotta explain why. Who remembers Attacking the Power of Juju? It was pretty cool. I give it a B though, but the video games, elite. LT Grace, easily S. Nothing more, nothing freaking less. Like, this show was literally one of the greatest things to ever come out of Nicktoons. Who remembers the X's? This show was S. I'm mad that it only lasted one season. Come on now, son. Like, this show was freaking fun. Ranking all the Nick Jr. shows. Let's get it. Now listen, DJ Lance Rock, I know you on TikTok, bro. This show, bro? This show was awesome, bro. This is an S. Team Umizoomi. That show was definitely an S. The Bubble Guppies. I still don't know how that dog has a mermaid's tail, but that's beside the point. I'd give that show an A. Is this for real what the kids are watching these days? No. It's trash. I ain't gonna hold you. I actually really like Blaze. It's a pretty fun and interesting show. I give it a B+. Whether it's the new Blue's Clues or whether it's the old one, they're both S tier shows. Yes, they're both S tier shows. Give the new Blue's Clues a chance. It's actually elite. I don't know what it is about this show that Nick Jr. has, like, it's thriving off of it, but I've seen it. It's a solid B+ show. I never really cared for Peppa Pig, nor was it entertaining for me, so yeah, it's a C. Come on now, son. The Backyardigans? This is an S tier show. If you don't got Backyardigans and anything other than S, you gotta explain why. Like for real, like right now. Dora the Explorer and Dora and Friends were both C tier shows. Matter of fact, Dora was never like that. I prefer Go Diego Go any day of the week. A little bit, I give it A2. This show is pretty good. Go Diego Go. Give it a B+. If you give Nihao Kai-Lan anything other than S, you have to explain why. You literally have to explain why. Like, this show, come on now, it was elite. And I think she was Korean, right? Was it Chinese? Either way, it taught me a new language. Come on now, all my OGs. Come on, Oswald. Come on now, bro. Come on now, bro. This is an S tier show. Now, I just recently found out about the show, and the Wonder Pets, Lenny, Tuck,
and Ming Ming too. We're Wonder Pets, and we'll help you. Come on now, bro. If you don't have the Winter Pets in anything other than S, you have to literally explain why, bro.
All my OGs, who remembers Gullah Gullah Island? I loved this shit right here, bro. S, nothing more, nothing less. Like, if you've seen the show, you know. Ubi. This was kinda entertaining to my young mind. B+. The Upside Down Show, come on now. S tier. Max and Ruby again, S tier. Even though Ruby was kinda wasn't really into Little Bear like that. However, I did own some of the episodes on VHS. I give it a B+. Come on now, Miss Spider Sunny Patch. Let me know what y'all know about this. This is an A tier show. Maggie and the Ferocious Beast, S tier. Nothing more, nothing less. Franklin, I rock with him. I give it a B+. Pinky Dinky Doo is straight up S tier. If you know, you know. Wow Wow Wubsy, again, S. I still never knew what animal Wubsy was supposed to be, though. I don't know if this counts. I mean, I first watched it on Nick Jr., so I don't know. But Teletubbies, this is a C. Also, you want something to help you sleep at night? This is how tall a Teletubby is.
No.
Lazy Town, easily an S. Now, this right here will separate the youngins from the OGs. Who remembers Moose and Z? Better yet, who remembers Noggin? I think he's still around now, but not the OG Noggin, son. And my boy Face, bro. This finna be fun, but ranking all the MCU movies. Let's get into it. Iron Man 1 and Iron Man 2, I get those both a B+. Iron Man 3, though, I get at an A. The Incredible Hulk, that's a solid B+. As well as the first Thor movie. Captain America and the First Avenger. Ain't even gonna hold you. This movie was kinda nice. I give it an A. Winter Soldier, though, that's an S tier movie right there. Like, nothing more, nothing less. The First Avengers, not even gonna lie to you, I give it a solid C. I get it was the first one in the franchise, but I don't really like it that much. Thor the Dark World, upon rewatching it, wasn't really as bad as everybody said it was, but I still give it a C. Personal bias aside, because I don't really like the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. Overall, though, just for the soundtrack alone, solid B+. Age of Ultron, the same way, B+. Ant-Man 1 and Ant-Man and the Wasp, I give them both a B+ too. Matter of fact, I give Ant-Man and the Wasp a C, I ain't gonna lie to you. Civil War, that's an A movie right there. Not only did it introduce Spider-Man, but it also introduced my favorite superhero of all time since I was like 11 years old, Black Panther. Doctor Strange. He's actually one of my favorite superheroes, but the first movie wasn't, really all entertaining to me. I'll give it a B+. Spider-Man Homecoming, that's an A movie right there. Spider-Man Far From Home, that's also an A movie. Spider-Man No Way Home, that's an S tier movie right there. Just because they had my favorite Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, up in it. Thor Ragnarok, that's also an S tier movie. The comedy alone, I love that. It's a nice balance between comedy and action, and that's what I really like about this movie. Come on now. This is an S tier movie. Number 1 and number 2. Like, they're both S tier movies. Infinity War is also an S tier movie. Endgame is also an S tier movie. Now I was thinking to myself, it couldn't be that trash, but upon rewatching it, it kind of was. Yeah, this is a pretty trash movie. Black Widow, I love what they did with the character. Love how they gave us a background of Black Widow, and how they brought back Scarlett Johansson in this way, because she did die in Endgame. Solid B+ movie. Shang-Chi, I heavily messed with this movie, down to the action, to the story, the effects, bro. Like, this is an S tier movie to me, like, simple as that. Eternals was kind of boring. I give it a C. I heavily messed with Multiverse of Madness. Like, you have no idea. This is an S tier movie to me. Actually, I'm rubbing down to an A. Lastly, Thor Love and Thunder. It's a C movie. I feel like Ragnarok did like the comedy and the action way better. Ranking all the Illumination movies, since you asked so nicely. I am gonna hold you. They only have like one elite franchise. The rest are just either good or bad. There's no in between. As a big Super Mario fan, I want to start the video off by saying I hope they don't ruin this movie, because the trailers have been giving me hype. So yeah, let's just wait and see. We're in 2023 now. Alright, let's start off with the only elite franchise in Illumination, and that's Despicable Me. I am gonna hold you. Despicable Me 1 and 2, those are both 9 out of 10 films. Despicable Me 3, that's a solid 6 movie, bro. Next up, we got the Sing franchise. The first Sing, I loved it. I love the songs, I love the characters, I love the story. I give it a solid 8.5. Sing 2, I also enjoyed, but I think it failed to capture the beauty that was Sing 1, you know what I'm saying? Like the essence and things like that. So for that, I give it a 7 out of 10. Next up, we got the Lorax, and I feel like this is a very forgettable film. This is a very, very forgettable movie. And if we're being honest, I mean, the Lorax wasn't even one of the best Dr. Seuss books. So like, if we're keeping it mean, I'd give it a solid 6. This is a 6 out of 10 movie, bro. Next up, we got The Grinch. Now, this is an elite Dr. Seuss book, and I love it, but this doesn't feel like The Grinch is supposed to be a Christmas film, you know what I mean? And it just doesn't seem like a Christmas movie if we keeping it a bean with you. Like, yeah, they got a lot of Christmas, themes and stuff like that, but it's like, this movie is just the Grinch living in everyday life, you know what I mean? I will say, Tyler, the Creator, he did his thing. He snapped on the soundtrack, but the movie, unfortunately, I give it a 5 out of 10. How many of you guys, like, knew that this movie even existed? Or just completely forgot about the movie in general? Yeah, not only was Hop forgettable, but it really wasn't that interesting to begin with. I'd honestly give it a 4 out of 10. Now, The Secret Life of Pets, this right here is my second favorite Illumination franchise. I loved both movies. However, I loved the first one more than like the second one. The first one, I'd give an 8 out of 10. The second one, I'd give a 7. Ranking all the DreamWorks films. Since you asked so nicely and showed some love and support to yours truly, let's get into it. Starting with the Shrek franchise. Number 1, that's a 10 out of 10 film right there. Number 2, that's a 9 out of 10 film. Shrek the Third, I'd get that a solid 7. Shrek Forever After, that's a solid 8.5. Next up, we got my favorite DreamWorks franchise of all time, Madagascar. The first one, that's a solid 8. The second one, I get that a 9.5. The third one, I'd also get that a solid 8. And the Penguins of Madagascar, I give it a 7.5. Trolls. The movie was fun. I liked it. Had a pretty cool story. Had some dope music. The first Trolls, I give it a solid 8. The second Trolls, it's a solid 6.5 if I'm being honest. Next, we got Captain Underpants. Now, if you was a fan of the books like I was, then you no doubt this is one of the most anticipated films of your childhood. The movie was just like the books. It was a perfect adaptation, in my opinion. This is a solid 8.9. Chicken Run. This is a 9 out of 10 film, yo. Every time you see this art style, you already know it's about to be a dope-ass film. And the story of Chicken Run is timeless, bro. I wanted these chicken to get turned into chicken pot pies. Wallace and Gromit has too many films to just go through. So we just gonna say the whole franchise. I most definitely have not been not entertained by a Wallace and Gromit film. So at the franchise as a whole, I give it a solid 8.5. The Croods: A New Age. Croods: A New Age, it was cool, but it failed to capture the spark that the first movie had. I give it a solid 7. The first Croods, I give it a solid 8. Next up we got Ants, and I ain't even gonna hold you. I own this film on VHS, but if we being honest, this was kind of like a 7, but like a 6.9 out of 10 film. I don't know. It's like once you've seen A Bug's Life, the whole bug army colony thing, it's kind of hard to replicate that. The B Movie, timeless, classic. This is a solid 9 out of 10 film. The Kung Fu Panda franchise. Number 1, that's a 10 out of 10 film right there. Number 2, I give it a solid 8.5. Number 3, I bumped that to a 9. I'm not gonna lie to you. Home. This is a solid 8.9 film. Rihanna and Jim Parsons in Home. Come on now. So I think that's the dude's name. Yeah, bro. This movie was amazing. Flushed Away. If you played the video games, you a go. This is a solid 8.9 film. Ain't gonna lie to you. It is in a Wallace and Gromit art style, but I don't know. It's kind of wasn't, up there like that. If I'm being honest. Sinbad: Legend of the Seven Seas. Solid 7 out of 10 film. Ain't gonna hold you. The How to Train Your Dragon franchise. Not gonna lie to you. Every movie a hit. 10 out of 10 franchise. Not gonna lie. Rise of the Guardians. Bit of a sleeper, underrated movie. I get that a solid 8. It was a dope take on fairy tale and fantastical creatures. Joseph, King of Dreams. The Prince of Egypt. Road to El Dorado. 10 out of 10 films. All of them. Turbo. That's a solid 6. I ain't gonna hold you. Monsters vs. Aliens. This right here is a solid 6 film, but I will say that the TV show is better than the movie. I'm not gonna lie. Over the Hedge, that's a 9. Mr. Peabody and Sherman, I get out a 7. And the latest Puss in Boots movie, that's a 10 out of 10 film. Ranking all the Disney shows. Part 1. I only focusing on cartoons for the first 2 parts. Then we can move to live action. Let's get it. First off, Big City Greens, this show is elite. This show gets an A for me. The Owl House and Amphibia are both S. As a matter of fact, Amphibia creeped into my top 10 favorite cartoons of all time. Not even gonna lie to you. The Ghost of Molly McGee is also amazing. I love it. It's an A. Hamster and Gretel is amazing for what we got right now. I've been loving the episodes and I've been loving the characters and the world that they're living in. I easily give it an A. Now, to everybody who was telling me to watch this show, I'm gonna be billing y'all for my time, because this show, it's a definite C. The thing that gets me is the voice acting. I don't like the voice acting. It's not really that good. The animation is amazing. I love it, and the action is pretty cool. But the way the characters like interact with each other and the voice acting alone, I can't put it up there. Blue is pretty cool. I give it an A. Not really my cup of tea, but it's pretty cool when I do watch it. Also, at work, if you guys haven't seen this show on Disney Plus, you gotta go watch it. I give it a B though, but it's still good. The Proud Family is S. The Proud Family Louder and Prouder is A. All the shit that they got up in this new show, bruh, is freaking elite. And Kim Possible, easily S. Call me and be me if you wanna reach me, when you wanna page me, it's so. Ranking all the Disney animated films part 2. But Jasiah, where's all the sequels? Look, do y'all want like a 500 part series? Let me not answer that because y'all probably would say yes. Starting off with the Three Caballos. As far as older Disney movies go, this is for sure a B. Little side note, have y'all seen The Legend of the Three Caballos on Disney Plus? The shit is elite. Treasure Planet is an automatic S. Like, if you have Treasure Planet anything other than S, you gotta explain why. Beautiful cinematic masterpiece and an amazing story. Alice in Wonderland, for sure is an A. Never really was that big a fan of Alice in Wonderland, but the characters alone carried the whole movie. So I love that. So for that, I give it an A. The Lady and the Tramp. Like I said, as far as older Disney movies go, Lady and the Tramp wasn't really one of my favorites. It's still a classic, so I'll give it a B. 101 Dalmatians, this is a classic that I really love. This is an A. The Jungle Book is an S. Like, I don't even know what y'all thought this was. Like, it's an automatic S. Jungle Book 2, that's kind of a B movie. The Aristocats, come on now. Like, I own this movie on VHS. This is an S. The Rescuers, I give it an A. Solely because, like, it is one of those classics where, like, it's really good. But, you know, I don't know. It's just something about this particular story that I really didn't, you know, really care about like that. I only watched it once too, so that's, you know, shows you how much I really cared about it. The Black Cauldron is an S. Beautiful animation, beautiful character designs, beautiful story, like everything about it was simply a masterpiece. The Great Mouse Detective, I don't know if I included this in the first part, but either way it's an S. The Three Musketeers, I give a B. Prince and the Pauper, I'll also give a B too. The Mickey Mouse films wasn't really like that for me, I don't know why. Pocahontas is a C. Simple. Doug's first movie is also a C. Reason why it's not flat out trash because this does have some redeeming qualities. Didn't really like how they messed with Patty Mayonnaise's design as they transitioned over from Nickelodeon to Disney, but yeah. Big Hero 6 is an S. This is so great, it should be a Pixar film, bro. That's how great this movie is. Zootopia is an automatic S. If you got Zootopia and anything other than an S, you literally have to explain why. This movie was freaking phenomenal. Recess School is out, I give it a B too. Atlantis the Lost Empire is an S movie. S tier movie. Pre-Summer did her thing in this movie, bro. Lilo and Stitch, S. Come on now. It's freaking Lilo and Stitch, bro. Ohana means family. Do you know that? Brother Bear is an A. I give it A too. Solely because I don't think these characters like needed to be animals, but that's besides the point. I do think they could tell. They could have told the Native American story without them being turned into animals, but you know, Meet the Robinsons is an A. This is a movie where like I only watched once. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I say I only watched a movie once, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like I only needed to watch it once, like to get that full, you know, the full experience. Bolt, I'd give a B too. Something about the story just lacked, but I mean, like, it's a classic. I love the movie and the game is pretty cool too. But it's just that story. G-Force is trash. Like, I'm sorry, G-Force is not good. It's buns. Mars Needs Moms was not trash, but I give it a C. Wreck-It Ralph is an A. Like, it's literally an A. Come on now. Ralph Breaks the Internet is a B. And it's like teetering on like the B- territory because like the movie gets so much unwarranted hate and it's really good. I really think it's good. There are some flaws, but overall I think it's really good. Disney Channel is its own video, so we're gonna focus on Disney Junior and we're gonna focus on Playhouse Disney. What y'all know about Playhouse Disney, bro? But ranking all the Disney Junior / Playhouse Disney show. Let's get into it. Starting things off right. What y'all know about Johnny and the Sprites, bro? This is an S tier show. Again, what y'all know about Bear in the Big Blue House? This is also an S tier show. Again, what y'all know about Roly Poly Oly? This is also an S tier show. I mean, like I said, what y'all know about it, bro? What do y'all know about the freaking Doodle Box, bro? This is an S tier show. My Friends Tigger and Pooh, it was alright. I give it a B+. Special Agent Oso, I mess with that heavily. That's an A. PB&J Otter, this is an S tier show right here, bro. Look at the S tier show, dude. If you rate Little Einstein anything other than an S, you gotta explain why. Yeah, you have to explain why. You know what I mean? We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship. Jungle Junction was my shiz, bro. Like, but compared to all the other Playhouse Disney shows, I give it an A. Hands down, my favorite show on Playhouse Disney, JoJo Circus, was S, bro. Was S. Haley Town Heroes, also an S. We talking about Latino Bob the Builder here. This is an S tier show as well. Imagination Movers, I high-key mess with this. I give it an A. Now, what do y'all know about Bunny Town? What you know about Bunny Town, bro? However, I give it a B. The Koala Brothers is S. Like, simple as that. This is an S right here, bro. Octonauts, I ain't gonna lie to you. I watched it with my little cousins, and I was thoroughly entertained. This is also, I wouldn't say it's an S, but I give it an A. I ain't gonna hold you. I wasn't really a fan of the Fancy Nancy books, but the TV show's kind of alright, but I give it a B. A Land of Avalor, S. Like, it's simple. It's an S. It's an S. Vampirina. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just found out about this show like a couple weeks ago. B. The Lion Guard is A. I love everything about this, and I love that they expand the Lion King like whole little world. You know what I mean? I love that. What you know about Miles from Tomorrowland? Come on now, son. This is an A tier show. Sheriff Callie though, I give that a B. I don't know. There's something about it. You know, sometimes it be interesting, then sometimes it be boring. My guy Henry Huggle Monster, bro. Come on now, son. But like Sheriff Callie, sometimes it was interesting. Sometimes it was just kind of I give it a B. Chicken and Neverland Pirates. This is an A show, bro. Come on now, son. You see about what Captain Hook? I mean, bro. The Muppet Babies. That's a C show. Sophia the First is of course S. Nothing more, nothing less. Doc McStuffins the same way. This is an S. Nothing more, nothing freaking less. From what I've seen of Bluey, I can give it an A. PJ Masks is lit. If y'all don't know what PJ Masks is or have never seen it, bro, go out and watch it. This is an A show. Matter of fact, I'd put him into an S. I'm not gonna lie to you. Don't know about Chuggington. Come on now, son. I give it a B+ though. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse is S. Argue with your mama, not me. Like this show is heat. Heat. Mickey Mouse Funhouse though, I give it a B though. Don't really have that same feel as Clubhouse does, you know? And I ain't gonna hold you, I just found out what this was like yesterday. I give it a C. Not gonna lie. Since you asked so nicely and showed some love and support to your boy, let's get it. Ranking all the Cartoon Network shows. Now, Cartoon Network has a lot of shows, so this might be broken up in a couple parts. We're gonna start this off with Craig of the Creek, and yeah, S tier show. Summer Camp Island was fun, I loved it, but I give it an A. We Baby Bears, that's a C tier show, I ain't gonna lie to you. We Bear Bears though? That's S. That's S. Adventure Time is it's an S automatically. Regular show an S. Come on now. However, I do prefer regular show over Adventure Time, but you know, Teen Titans is of course an S tier show. If y'all never seen Wabbit, bro, you gotta watch it. I give it an A. The Looney Tunes show, oh, that's an S. That's an S. This show is freaking hilarious. Basically, Looney Tunes doing Looney Tunes stuff, but in like suburbia. Scooby-Doo and Guess Who's another S tier show. I was a big fan of the new Scooby-Doo movies back in the day, and I love that they brought this back for the new generation. Gumball, that's an A show. Total Drama Rama's trash. It's trash, bro. Like, come on now. Total Drama Island, though? Island, S. Action, A. World Tour, S. Revenge of the Island, B. Packatoo Island, C. All Stars, A. Redonkulous Race, that's also an A. I mean, I looked it up. It counts as Cartoon Network, I guess, because I think it aired over there or they acquired it. It's trash either way, so. Space Ghost Coast to Coast is S. Dexter's Lab is also S. Johnny Bravo, I give a B to. I'm not even gonna hold you. It was funny, but I didn't really enjoy it as much. A Cow and Chicken is an A. Off of Super Cow alone, it's an A.
Super Cow, escape!
I Am Weezer, that's an A tier show.
You don't need pants for the victory dance, cause Baboon's better than Weasel.
The OG Powerpuff Girl, that's an S tier show. I don't know what this is at all. I act like this doesn't exist. This is trash. Ed, and Eddie, that's an automatic S. If you have Ed, and Eddie, anything lower than an S, I worry about you. Courage, that's an A tier show. Mike, Lou, and Og, I give it an A. There was some parts that kind of wasn't it, but other than that, I give it an A. Sheep in the Big City, that's also an A. Time Squad, I give a B to. Samurai Jack is an S. I mean, come on now, nothing more, nothing less. Whatever happened to Robot Jones, I give it an A. Codename Kids Next Door is S. This is actually my favorite show on the network. If you have Codename Kids Next Door and anything other than S, you gotta explain why. Billy and Mandy is also S. Again, anything other than S, you gotta explain why. Star Wars The Clone Wars, when it was on Cartoon Network, S. Since you asked so nice and y'all love part 1, ranking all the Cartoon Network shows. Part 2, and I'm gonna get through all of them in this episode. Starting with Infinity Train. Hands down, probably one of the most stunning, shows visually and one of the most beautiful stories that I've seen, bro. Easily S. Mad. I high-key mess with Mad. I don't know about y'all, but I still give it a B+. It wasn't really like, if it was on TV, I wouldn't turn from it. That's what it is. Young Justice is S. Souls Beware of the Batman, highly slept on Batman show, and the 2011 Thundercats. All 3 of those shows are S. The Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, both are S. Crypto the Superdog, what y'all know about Crypto the Superdog, bro? I'm trying to figure out what y'all know. S. Fosters, my second favorite show on the network. S. High Eye Puffy Yami. What y'all know about this, bro? This is an S. The Life and Times of Juniper Lee? Again, what y'all know about this? This show's an S. Camp Lazlo, I really loved. I give it an A. Again, it's one of those shows where if I ran across it on TV, I wouldn't turn from it. Again, it's another one of those shows where if I ran across it on TV, I wouldn't turn from it, and I give it a B+. The Ben 10 franchise, OG is S. Alien Force, that's also S. Ultimate Alien, I give that an A. Omniverse, I give that a B. Actually, I put Omniverse to an A. Squirrel Boy is definitely a B. It wasn't good, but it wasn't bad either. Class of 3000, sing loud. Bro, listen. If you know what Class of 3000 is, we're best friends now. We're best friends now. If you watch this show and you mess with me, bro, we're best friends now, bro. This is an S. Chatter, I get that an A. Again, if I ran across it on TV, wouldn't turn from it. Transformers Animated to me was one of the weaker Transformers animated series. If I'm being honest, the Transformer they got right now, Earthspark, I take that over animated any day. I'm not gonna lie to you. I give it a B. Flapjack, I'll also give a B. The Secret Saturday is S. I mean, come on, this is an S tier show. Symbiotic Titan is also an S. I'm mad that Cartoon Network canceled this show, bro. This show is so amazing. Robotomy, I give a B+ too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wasn't really messing with it like that. I wasn't. Now, Robot Boy, I did mess with. I messed with my guy, Robot Boy. I give it an A solely because I don't think the replay, like the rewatch, value is up there like that. Personally, for me, I just find myself rewatching this once. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's only good for like a one watch type of thing to me. Steven Universe, that's an S tier show. Argue with your mama, not me.
But Jasiah, the diamonds, oh Jasiah, the filler, oh Jasiah.
Shut up. Like, shut the hell up disrespectfully. And enjoy Nicki Minaj and Estelle. Like, shut up. Clarence, I give a, upon rewatching Clarence, I gave Clarence another chance. I give it an A. I give it an A. I like the way that they portray childhood in this show. Ain't gonna hold you, I just found out about Mighty Magic Sword, and I mean, it wasn't really like that for real to me. I give it a C. Okay, KO, I like this show actually. I give it a B. There were times where like I wasn't really feeling it. Apple and Onion the same way. I give it a B. Victor and Valentino though, this show is elite, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is an A period. This was highly requested, so ranking all the Blue Sky films. And to make things a little bit easier from now on, we're gonna be ranking them from S to A to B plus to C, then to straight just trash. So let's get into it. Starting with the Ice Age franchise. Now, I think they're owned by Disney now, either Disney or DreamWorks, but I could be wrong about that. The first Ice Age and the second Ice Age, both are A's. The third one, that's a B plus. The fourth one, that's also a B plus. And the latest one, that's a C. I ain't gonna lie to you. Robots, bro, listen. If you don't know what Robots is, I can't be friends with you. I really can't. The video game on the GameCube, oh, that was freaking amazing, bro. That was amazing. But I give this a solid A. Yeah, I love this movie so much. Horton Hears a Who, I'd give it a B plus. Great Dr. Seuss book, but as a movie, nah. The first Rio, this is an S tier film right here. Like, the first Rio was amazing. The second Rio was easily as amazing, but I didn't really like feel as how I felt with the first Rio, so for that, A. What disappoints me about Epic is the fact that the setting, phenomenal. That's S. The characters, how they were designed, phenomenally. That's an S. But the story lacked heavily. And with that, because the visuals carry it, I'm gonna give it a C. But I mean, like, if this was like animated like how the Ice Age was, like if it was like done like that, it would probably be just straight trash. Not saying the Ice Age is trash though. The Peanuts movie. Oh, I loved this. Like this is a feel good movie. I was a real big fan of the comic books or the comic strips. This is a solid A movie. Ferdinand with my favorite WWE superstar of all time, John Cena. I give it a B plus, solely because I do think that some of the parts where it was supposed to be funny, it kind of wasn't funny. Spies in Disguise was a great film, but it gets a B plus just off rip because Will Smith was a pigeon throughout the most of the movie. So I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Do fucking better.
It's a rug wrapped from under the mat.